Allow me today to answer this question that many people have been asking me, that Nick, you have been saying that poverty is not lack of money. What do you exactly mean? And I would like to clarify today by a reference scripture from Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Genesis 1:1 from the King James Version. It says that in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. That God himself, in the beginning, he created the heaven and the earth. But my question is, and I would like all of us to ask us, is that where did this heaven exist before the manifestation? Where did the earth exist before the manifestation? And I would like to conclude and answer you in a very brief that this, before the existence of the earth physically and before the existence of the heaven physically, it existed in the mind of God. It existed in the mind of God. And that is why I always encourage that if you want to become a rich person, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become financially free, the genesis of becoming financially free and the genesis of becoming rich and the genesis of also becoming wealthy begins in your mind. It begins in the state of your mind. Therefore, if God himself, the heaven and the earth existed in the mind of God, how about you as a human being? Because remember that God created you in his own image and likeness. You have the features, you have the characteristics of God. Just as the same way God created the heaven from his mind and created the earth from his mind, you too, you can create that multi-million-dollar business idea from your mind. You can create that empire from your mind. You can create a space of financial freedom, a space of riches, and a space of wealth in your life from your mind. But then again, your mind cannot give you a multi-billion business idea if your mind is empty. Your mind cannot give you a business empire if your mind is empty. So you need to pump and invest in your mind by reading, by studying, and by listening audios and video programs so that your mind can get an information to generate that multi-million business idea. Because once again, as I said earlier, that your mind is a production center. It has to produce. And an idea is a product of the mind. So, and the raw materials of that idea production, that raw material comes from the information that you are getting. Because in this 21st century, as I keep saying, that we are in the era of information. We are in the era of information. If you are in this era of information and you are not making an effort of acquiring information in terms of reading and studying, then you are living in the industrial age. And that age, you cannot live in 21st century and still operate with the mindset of the industrial age. You cannot survive. Therefore, if you want to become financially free, if you want to become rich, if you want to become wealthy, it begins just as the same way God created the heaven and the earth from his mind. If you are going to create financial freedom, if you are going to create riches, and if you are going to create wealth, it will begin from your mind. So your greatest asset that you need to invest into is your mind, not looking for money, nor switching for job opportunities, nor looking for other business ideas. No, what you need to do, it is to invest your mind, because your mind has been proven as one of the greatest investments with the highest returns ever. It's been your friend and kingdom financial coach. See you at the top. Bye-bye.